What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Football77 stream. I hope you guys are enjoying your early Wednesday afternoon. And yes, I have not streamed in just over a week, about a week and a few days, and I am incredibly sorry. There is no excuse for it. I have been a very busy guy. I'm trying to make the most of the weather and make the most of the summer. The reason I didn't make an announcement video is because a week isn't quite long enough necessarily to not stream for. And it's not like I didn't expect to stream for a week. There were multiple days in the past week where I thought about streaming and thought, oh, I could definitely stream today, and plans ended up changing. So that is my bad. Wasn't meant to not be streaming for as long as this time, but obviously I do want to make as most of the summer as I can. I do want to get out with friends as much as possible. But yes, today we are continuing our Newcastle United FC26 manager career mode. I cannot promise you how many streams I'm going to be doing. I did tell you I'm going to try to do one a day. That schedule's fallen apart a bit. I do want to play as many games as possible, but I also want to go out as much as possible. It's very hard to balance these things. When I'm not going out, though, there will be a stream on the way. So I'm very sorry for the uncertainty and the lack of organisation in the streaming front. But I promise you, if I get free time to stream, I will. And you will be seeing me stream more than once a week. I promise you that. At least 3 or 4 times a week, just depending on how much I'm going out. Anyway, Newcastle United manager career modes. I play in legendary modes. Sliders are fair. And this is obviously my second season. That's strange. It's never happened before. Okay. Apologies for that. Yeah, my first season, I won the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and the Premier League. Got to the Champions League final, but lost to Real Madrid. Bought Ademar, Lookman, and Mickey van der Ven. This season, I bought Trent Alexander-Arnold, James Maddison. As last season, we only scored one single set piece, bar penalties. It was a corner. This season, I think we've scored 3 set pieces. We've scored 2 free kicks and 1 corner, so quite a bit better considering we're only about a quarter way through the season. We bought, Maddison and Trent. Trent's got 2 goals, Maddison's got 3 or 4, plus a few assists as well. So far, we've had a pretty good start to the season. Not perfect, but a pretty decent start. We sit 3rd in the Premier League, only 1 point behind first, let's not forget, sorry. We are doing very well in the Champions League. We have 3, 6... 9. We have 12 out of 12 possible Champions League points in the so-called group of death after a blockbuster against Real Madrid last time out in the Champions League last stream. A late win against Brentford last time out in the league. Ademar Lookman's 90th minute goal was crucial as well. We have only lost 1 Premier League game this season. That was against Manchester City about 2 streams ago. In today's stream, we have 4 league games for you. Big games against Liverpool away and Everton at home, but easier ones against Southampton at home and Ipswich away. The biggest game of the stream is probably against AC Milan in the Champions League at home. If we have time, we can try and fit in the PSG game away from home to make it 6 games, but we'll see how we're feeling. Ardemar Lookman is the Premier League top scorer, as he was last season. Of course he is. He's one of the best strikers in the world, if not the best, and has been since he joined Newcastle. But I hope you guys are doing all well, though. Of course. Like I said, I can't make up shitty excuses. I see the language for not streaming. Not saying I normally do. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be honest. I probably could have streamed in the last week, but I was quite busy going out. It's either I go out on those days or not go out, because once I went out on those days, it was very hard for me to stream. I chose to go out, so I haven't streamed in a while, of course. Streamed plenty already this holiday, and remember, I do have 30, 37, yeah, 30, 37, 38, 39, that's 5 weeks and 4 days. Yeah, I have 5 weeks and 4 days. Or minimum 5 weeks and 1 day. So I still have plenty of time of the holiday left, and I'm at least here for another 4 weeks. So let's be honest, boys, I don't think we have anything to worry about. We still have plenty, and I mean plenty of time to get these streams on the way. Our first game of the stream is against Southampton at St James's Park, and that should be quite an enthralling game for us, because we are expected to not only beat but thrash Southampton if we play at our full capabilities. The team is fully fit and fully ready, with almost a half a month break from our last game against Brentford, where we won 1-0. We always struggle against Brentford because how low block, how good defensively they are, but we did deserve to win that game in the end. And of course we got a super team out there, and obviously we want to retain the Premier League, we want to retain the Carabao Cup, we want to do everything this season. We're on track to doing so, but of course there's plenty of it to go. Let's get straight into it, boys. St James's Park, Newcastle United vs Southampton. And you know the drill. Lookman, Gordon, Alanga, Tonali, Guimaraes, Van der Ven, Pope, Trent, Maddison. There's plenty of key star man in the spotlight looking for the limelight out there tonight. And they've had it plenty this season, and so many before them last season. Ardemar Lookman, 11 goals. It says the competition record is 37 goals, but the actual fact, I think he got 46 goals in the Premier League last season. Absolutely scintillating. Here we go, St James's Park. The unstructurable fortress, the impenetrable fortress, the absolutely fulfilling fortress. Towers above the Southampton men, who vulnerably step into the belly's beast, and will face Newcastle star men out there tonight who are good form, a good win, and some really hungry minds and hearts to go out there and retain that Premier League title. They're third, but a point off the helm and a point off where they need to be, with only a quarter season gone through. Southampton, not a bad team, but Newcastle on paper should rip Southampton up. But we'll see how we play. We can't be overconfident. We do need to beat the smaller teams. And how can we do it? Last stream was a brilliant stream. Let's hope this one is as well. Cienza. Trent with an early run against Cienza. And he's trying to stop Cienza getting anything in. He's done brilliantly well, Trent. So strong and so tricky. They blame his defending in the past. He's not too bad. Alanga. What about his offensive work? Trent Alexander-Arnold trotting forwards. Gathering speed, gathering Geordie momentum. Brilliant ball! Oh, Gordon thrust at a Ramsdale, and it's an early test for the former Geordie man. Well, I gotta say, I just remembered Ramsdale was at loan at Newcastle for the whole of last season, which he lifted 3 trophies with us. He's now playing against us when he's recalled at loan at Southampton. That was a really testing save to deny Anthony Gordon, but an enthralling move from Trent Alexander-Arnold, who created that by himself. I think Gordon should have scored it though. You've got to keep that down. It's a corner. Trent to take. How about the whippage? Ramsdale punches. Trent couldn't win it back. And now Newcastle's scampering. Retreating. Boy, who's on the man outright though? Who's on the man outright? That's so poor. Ball's got to stay on him, surely. That's the second time a Philly has got it. And Botman's just trying to nip in there. Yeah, Maddison does well, to be honest. Adama, look at the space! There's room for days! Gordon, he wants to do it himself. He might just do it himself. It has! Buries it comfortably, and Newcastle spiral into joy. It only took over an hour to burn in front, and he's turned on the burner. It was all right. 1-0. It was a 3v2, and Newcastle just couldn't help themselves. Oh, that was absolutely mesmerising to watch. Southampton cut to shreds and left it all abandoned at sea, deserted, with too many committed forwards. Newcastle make them pay. And it is that man, that guy, who maybe selfishly, maybe greedily finished it off himself, but if you finish it, you finish it. And he's got oozing confidence running through his veins. That's really good, boys. Alanga, give him a rise. Maddison. Yeah, Gordon, just that time, not quite. Good from Maddison, really positive to win that back, and Maddison helps that on as well, off downs. See, we just have so much determination, Newcastle. Oh, Botman. Oh, he's messed it up there. And now Archer. Denali gets it gone. I think this team's better than the last team. Last season's Newcastle team. Alanga, Trent wants to go on the trot again. He loves those overlapping runs. He'll bullet one in. Gordon battling. Roselette had to stop it. He couldn't deny the face of Gordon. It's a corner. Trent to deliver once more. Can Trent reach it this time? Oh, he's gone over. That's the second time he didn't win it. But Hall helps him out. Maddison pummels it out wide. Trent wins that one though. Chips it into Lookman. Down towards absolutely nobody, and then pummeled away by Southampton, who just begged for a route out. Oh, Maddison, dangerous, certainly. But we have control of this game, that's for sure. We just haven't made it a lot of chances out of what we could have had. Trent does well, gets his frame in the way. Referee will give a free kick. Maddison will be giving a yellow. Just got to get that second, really, boys. Free kick surely will be going short. Yeah, and unsurprisingly it does. Allowed to drift a long way. Well, it looks slightly dangerous. It looks slightly... Oh, it's in. Australia and 1-1. What the fuck's happened there? What are we flipping doing? I don't understand that really. I don't know how Southampton have gotten that goal so easily. I mean, Australia just goes through 2 players like no one's there, and then he's got the whole room to himself. It's like no one bothers. I generally don't understand that. I told you, we will get punished if we don't make chances, and that's exactly what's happened. 1-1, 30 minutes in, Southampton bite back, but I don't understand what we're doing, boys. We have to be more compact than that, surely. We're a good defensive unit, you know that. Now, Newcastle have to go and hunt for it again. Alanga, over Lookman's head, over Gordon's head, over Hall's head, not over Tonali's head. And now Gordon. Well, he just denies that. He says, you're not having that, Gordon. Tonali has it. Maddison has it. Now Gordon wants to get Newcastle on the front foot, wants to go flying forward. He goes, no one can deny him! Amsdale does, just about bends down low to get a fingertip. That is absolutely incredible. Just shuffles it left to right and he's unstoppable. He's unpoised. Corner, tries something different. Can he have the Midas touch? Madison. Yeah, that's quite poor actually. Tonali's there though. Guimaraes, Trent. You want to keep it alive. Alexander-Arnold, Anthony Elanga, Bruno Guimaraes, Anthony Elanga storming in. Is there anyone begging? There's no takers. Well, that looks really promising initially. Van der Ven, who's so quick, he was always going to cover back there. Once Southampton do go ahead, we look a bit undermounted, to be honest. And Trent will chase, as he has to, and he wins it really well, actually. This is where Newcastle can profit. Jordan! I thought he was away! He isn't! Can he keep it alive? Smash ball! James Maddison's blazed it over! How have Southampton gotten away with that? How have Newcastle not put it in? Gordon first time putting it too wide. Maddison with the actual chance goes over. You can't miss chances like that. Not when Southampton. Are level. Half-time 1-1, both goals coming in the opening 30 minutes. Gordon responded by a Filia, and then really, Newcastle should be the team leading, but it's what happens when you don't take your chances. But this team, who have proved to have the champions mentality so many times before, have plenty of time to reverse it. Here is Gordon, certainly the standout player of the first half for Newcastle. Yeah, lovely from Tonali, and even better from Gordon. Maddison, Lookman. That touch from Elanga was not what was required. That pass from Guimaraes was not what was required, but Newcastle go ahead. With Gordon. Still Gordon, so often tricky, so often positive. It's Gordon, still Gordon, still Gordon! He really is. What a player he is. He always looks so positive. I think he... looks slightly precarious, this attack for Southampton. See, Enza! Oh, they lead. Oh, that's what am I watching? What are we doing? How are we losing to Southampton? 10 minutes in, it's a shock to the Geordie system. It is a dent in the title race, and City and Arsenal will be looking on. What are we doing? From all the chances we've passed up, from all the possession domination we've had, it results to Southampton leading 10 minutes into the second half. And the champions mentality that we've seen so many times last season, this season, will have to come again if we want to overcome this adversity. What are we doing? Defensively, we've been so open in this match. Here's Adamada Lookman. From the off! And he fancied it straight away, and Ramsdale immediately called. Maddison, the corner goes when he does now. Van der Ven! Wow, that's so poor. It really is poor, that is. "25 minutes to go, and a loss would be unthinkable. Well, that's why Newcastle barely lose. They barely lose. Adamada Lookman, maybe he chose the wrong path. We'll see. Elanga, there's more storming forward here. It's a Lookman! Madison! He got it through the legs! He did that alright! It's 2-2! It's enthralling, thrilling, scintillating stuff. The whole St. James's Park rise, the edge of the seat stuff, they're up and going. They know what they might be witnessing here. He's done it again. Armada Luckman comes up with the right numbers on the dice. It's a wonderful, wonderful finish from the talisman, from the magician. And we've seen this story so many times before. Newcastle coming from behind and staging a late fight back. They might just be doing that again and writing another script in the Champions title in the book. We'll see. Van der Ven! Strongly in. Botman. Now, Hall's nicked off it. Madison says no, I'll wear it out to Alanga quite comfortably. Now here he goes. Just about squeezes it. He's got a delivery in him. Whoa, it's not quite good enough. Falls to Gordon. Oh! Denied by a fully stretched Ramsdale. It's a corner. Please, the corner gods, we need you now. No way out for Southampton for now. Jensen's the only one out. But not bad, to be honest. They're going forward here. We can't let them score again. Surely not. Surely not. Trent guarding. The captain commanding as he must. It's a lovely ball. They go forward. Trent's got the run. Look who's got the run. There's so many forwards. It's Armada Luckman. It's in front again. Obliged to win. Obliged for him. 3-2. We've seen it all before, and it's unfolding before our eyes once more. Yes. 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 3-2. It's Newcastle who have the advantage, and now Van der Ven, and now Trent. Clearing away to Gordon. The touch is heavy, but it's forward, it's direct. So is the run. And here he goes, he wants to finish the game. Trying to slide in front, there's 7 minutes to go. Is it going to be holding on, or is it going to be trying to finish the game? Looks like Newcastle want to try and finish this game off. Gordon's in behind. Liquid's either side! Oh! The hat-trick was right upon him, but Aaron Ramsdale is not having it. Madison, out by Wellington. It's been a fraudulent game, this. Drama like the Premier League, eh? Nothing like it. Madison, Luckman! Oh. Almost a moment. He ain't the tallest man. 3 minutes to go, Southampton have to go long now. All Newcastle have to do is defend like a unit, defend collectively, what they didn't do for Southampton's first 2 goals. That's good. Forced all the way back. Blocked. Now Trent has a go as well. Trent will jump up for it as well, and then it'll be cleared, and then full time, and Newcastle pick the points, snatch the points, and walk away. Yeah, to be fair, Newcastle nicked it at the last, didn't they? They deserved it, though. AC Milan in the Champions League now. Yeah, no, we deserved to win the Southampton game. It's just they had 2 moments. And we just weren't good enough in defence. That's all. It just made us have to fight to the very end, and we did that really well, to be honest. AC Milan now in the Champions League. Newcastle in a very, very comfortable top spot in the group. Well, not top spot, never mind. Not comfortably top, but we are certainly comfortably in the top 8 as it stands. Milan, not an easy side at all. I remember actually in FC25, every time I used to play against AC Milan, it would always be such a hard game. I would never enjoy doing it. Because they would be so good. I don't know why, what was about them. I think it depends what the team I was playing as. But either way, I'm sure this team will be able to beat AC Milan. We'll see though. Still, every Champions League game is important, whether we're comfortable in the group or not. We want to win. We want to book our place in the automatic qualifications quicker, so we don't have to worry about possible scares or routes. Nico O'Reilly debut for AC Milan. Here we go. Could be a good game, this. Newcastle got to the final of this competition last season. The only trophy they were stopped from winning. Real Madrid, who we've already overpassed this season by beating them in the group stages, now face another giant. A magical St James Park night again. Not quite. Small of a team of Southampton were playing, that's for sure, but Jimenez. Rafael Leao's the main threat, surely. Platek. Hall does really well, to be honest. And this is where Newcastle profit the most, on the counter. Yeah, Lookman's just waiting for Gordon and waiting, but I think he's just a stray too late, to be honest. Yeah, here the crowd is absolutely brilliant. Newcastle, fine move tonight. The question is, are there players? Oh, saved! And again! Nick Pope extraordinary! Double save to the rescue, to the Geordie rescue. Patek can't believe it. Reflexes, reactions, everything needed there. Top save, that's my keeper. He can't be allowed to get 2 shots off there, surely. And that cross is disappointing, but don't mind it at all. Van der Ven. Yeah, no, not quite. Gordon met the ball. And he'll meet it again. He's been knocked over now, but referee says fair challenge. Luckily, Milan's passes are astray. Here is Gordon racing up, and they crowd round him. But no one can deny the master. Gordon still. That was brilliant. Could he have passed it? I don't think he had too many options throughout the majority of that run, apart from the very start. Van der Ven will chase that. He certainly will. He won't let anyone get a fine yard. In fact, danger is in. Pope is there. And he'll go long. Yeah, well, he tried to go quick Pope, but it only offers possession back to Milan. Get Gordon and Lookman on the ball as much as possible. They are absolutely brilliant. They're the best two players in football right now, surely. Milan coming forward. Botman's there. Gordon. Sweet time! Carding, but they can't deny the scintillating move. He's got to cross it, surely. I think he is greedy at times, Gordon. That's the only criticism of him. Trying to pass it there, though. I don't think it's good greediness, it's good confidence. You've seen what he can do on his runs before, so let him do it if you want. Just let him do it. Sometimes as well, he knows when he has to pass it, he will. But if he thinks he can go, he can go. You'll get plenty more chances, you know what I mean? He's so good though, he's so good. Yeah, that's untidy. Luckily for Newcastle. It means nothing really. Trent. Couldn't skew it wide for Gordon. Does win the throw-in though. And now here he is. There's not really many in the box, but he will squeeze. He did try and pass it, to be honest. He's so good to watch though. He just knows where to run, where to go, when to go, what to do. Doesn't always come off, but he knows what he's doing. He's not aimlessly going down the wing, that's for sure. Alanga. He tries to look the other way, Lookman. It's just a bit frustrating for Newcastle. They're getting good positions. They're getting certainly good playing, but they're just not making chances. That's not a foul. He'll be impeded, and maybe that's a bit of growing frustration. Yeah, this is where Lookman. Now Gordon again. He will pass it to Armada Lookman. Just about scrums it in. Brilliant! Oh. You thought he dragged it too far. No. These players know what they're doing. He knows what he's doing. Of course he does. And Gordon just waited nearby. Half time. That's a half that Newcastle dominated well. However, I think the biggest chance did come from Milan. The double save by Nick Pope early on. Apart from that, possession chances all Newcastle's way. Gordon and Lookman scintillating, but he looks like the most likely to score, Gordon, doesn't he? He's causing so much threat. He's on the ball again. He's better than Yamal, let's be honest. Still going! Opens it up! Oh my, Lookman! He should have scored. Or maybe at least got it on target. Madison from range! Tipped aside. Alanga. Still. Oh, that's so poor. See, it doesn't matter if he goes or passes it, Gordon. He's got the quality. Alanga should have done better as well. There's no need to play that overlap. Go yourself. Another magical Champions League night. It's not quite the buy-in game where it was 2-2 at this point. It is a good game. Lookman rolls in Gordon. This is his absolute meat and drink. Yeah, to be fair, I think fans are getting a bit frustrated at him. He had to run that time, but Now Gordon trying to bust away here. He's got pace. He is! Oh! Crushed, bang, and in! On the hour mark. Cometh the hour, cometh Gordon. All that hard work and resilience turns into the impending goal. And Newcastle alive on this magical St James's Park CL night. I told you, he was the most likely man in black and white to heave and force in the opener. Now that's a cracking finish and it's a cracking roar. 1-0. Anthony Gordon, you beauty. What about it? Ice in his veins. It's colder than that. It's Anthony flipping Gordon. Every game he just goes up a new level. Madison trying to roll him in now. Faces up his man. He's had a decent performance. His end product has been a bit lacking in this game at times. Certainly not there. Now Gordon might want the 1-2. Will certainly go for the 1-2. This time he'll look to pass. Guimaraes! It's the bar. And now Tonali, now Trent, now Guimaraes. What are we watching here? Now Hall rolls it in! Gordon denied, eyeball to eyeball with Markman. 20 minutes to go, this is incredible. Madison will swing in the corner. Newcastle have control, but they don't have the game yet. We've certainly been the better team. Nico O'Reilly, done by the captain. Jimenez. Racing Milan just trying to find something late on here, not quite. Pope is there. Guimaraes wants to return, gets to return, he's in. It's going to be a goal, you already know it. Oh, he's not scored it. Jordan, oh! Nah, you speak too soon. He is human. Lookman, who so often buries those, he almost always buries those. I almost can't believe. It's gone in now though. I might cut off. It's Armada Lookman. This time, literally less than 10 seconds later, he repays his debts tenfold. 2-0 and he is on the scene. He is on the party. He loves a good old Champions League night. 2-0. My bad. My mic cut off as I scored that second goal. It doesn't matter because he scores, and that's what matters. Brilliant. This game's certainly in our hands now. Gordon wants to run, wants to explode away, wants to explode into Party. Told you, Lookham and Gordon are the most likely to score in this match. They both did, in order what I said, but it's been deserved. Ooh. Slightly dangerous here though. Trent and Hall denies Jimenez collectively well, responsibly well. What a performance he's had. Yeah, that's brilliant. Trent. Lookman, Madison. Lookman goes again! Eases his way in! It's free! Dances away, little man once again. The master of all goals just gets another. Eases clear of anyone else, undoubtedly near him. And Newcastle ripping up an old-fashioned Champions League night. 3-0, Milan outdone. And that was the final kick. And Newcastle are so close to automatically qualifying. Yeah, well, it's a brilliant last 25 minutes, that game. Right, 2 games down, We're now playing away from home against Ipswich for 19th place. I can't lie, this is easier than the Southampton game. Gulp. 2 wins and 2. Both of them probably won in the last 25, 20 minutes of the game. But we did deserve both those wins, to be honest. Don't kid me, bro. Playing against Ipswich away from home at Portman Road. Now, I don't want to be cocky, not after the Southampton game. We're just going to go out there. If we get a goal, we need to be more... What's the word? We need to be more urgent and more aggressive. You know, if we get one goal, don't do what we did against Southampton. Don't even let them think about getting back in the game. Even Milan, we waited too long to get the second. Come on. Just do them in, boys. We want to get top of the Prem. Meow, 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 meow. Armando Luckman, 13 goals. He is the Premier League top scorer. I mean, what else did you expect when the curtains unravelled on this season? Now playing against Ipswich at Portman Road. Another game, another battle, another chapter into Newcastle trying to defend and retain their Premier League title. They're top. They want to stay top. And away from against Ipswich isn't easy, but it's a game we should be winning with the quality we have on show. And this man here wants the X Factor. Here he is, and here he goes. It's gone on! It's almost a wonderful magician start, but Muriel had to stretch. Gordon. He's looking tasty, all right. Madison whirls it round. Guimaraes! And over. Somehow he managed to get it over. It was a glorious opportunity again. It's a really front-footed start by Newcastle every 3 minutes, and that's what you want to see, really. Oh, Madison. He's going to get another yellow early on, and that's not good. Jaden Anthony. The captain sprawls back. Yeah, I think they've done well there. I see what they're trying to do. They're just trying to create the opening. And they just might create that opening. Almost. That's really good from Newcastle United. They squirm into action. Straight away, upping the gears. Sounding the alerts for Ipswich. Gordon. Alanga had to do it. Trent lifted in. Denali battles. Oh, he's gone again, and he's gone again. And it'll be the second midfielder impeded and punished for a reckless challenge. Which isn't good, by the way. Certainly taking my message of being more urgent out there, though. Lookman, Alanga, here's the captain, not used to being on the wing. But he's on the wing, scrums in! Anthony Gordon just about nipped in front, but it wasn't enough to get a clean contact and direct it towards his destination. Madison, he's hungry, all right, they're all hungry. In blue and green, Alanga. Oh! Guimaraes slashed across it, and it was close, mightily close. Wow. Chances after chances in the opening 15. It's not quite any that I say we should be scoring. Lookman, Gordon. That was so intelligent. That's probably the time he should have went on his own instead of trying to pass it, which is what he ended up doing. Smodics. Yeah, good from Van der Ven. Anticipated it. Wow, Sancho Tonali. There's room for the middle, room to plough through. Just couldn't quite plough through the heart of them. It's cleared up, battled up. Cool. Offside, but they could have just let us play on, to be honest. Madison. Look, man, he's definitely onside. He's going to pass us for sure. Yes, there's the captain. Bowling bravely in and taking the opportunity. Thrust in front. And the Magpie Wings sprawl in front. 1-0. So deserved. Gordon sometimes when I want to go so sharply to just lay it in centrally for the captain. 1-0. And it's completely deserved. We've scored a lot earlier this time in the Milan game. And Madison nicks it now, and now Gordon goes again. We're gonna win the league, we're gonna win the league again. Now you're gonna believe us, now you're gonna believe us, now you're gonna believe us. We're gonna win the league. .30-minute mark, Ipswich. We don't want them to do what Southampton did. Smollett! Almost did. Hope that to avert the danger. Wasn't quite as foreshadowing as their Southampton one, but that almost happened. Anthony lifts it in. Pope squirms. Gordon wins it. Guimaraes. Now Gordon! He'll steer the Magpie ship and he'll blast away. He spots Elanga. Can he find Elanga? Oh, the delivery's all the way out to him. And now Trent. Look, man! Maybe he should have shot. Maybe he should have shot Trent. There's so many bodies around him, and I thought I got to put it back. It was a brilliant attack. It was a good ball from Gordon, to be honest. Maybe a bit far. It's Trent. Oh. He won it back in the end, though, Tonali. And that is really good. Elanga. Oh, it's missed Lookman's head. I thought that was on a plate as well. Madison, he often makes goals himself. He almost made it. He didn't score it. Pressure on Ipswich. Lookman. Lookman! You give him that space, you'll see what will unfold and what does unfold. Here's a goal, a smasher, a belter, and a really priceless goal to get on the stroke at half-time. 2-0. Geordie's gaining priceless momentum, gathering pace in this bid to defend their title. And Adamar Lookman gets the second. You know what it does?
Well, you should see that. So we always make it pick.
Two 0. That goal in half time was really crucial. I almost say vital. There he is! So broad, so immense. Madison's coming up for Joe Linton. Might be a surprise to some of you, but legs tired, legs fatigue.
Number 17, James Madison.
Ipswich it's just getting a bit of trouble here. And it was just a little spark there that Pope had to deny. That corner was all the way through. Oh, Joey Linton crunches down. Now Hallstad to crunch down. And he's injured. On the stroke of half time. And that was bizarre. 2 players sliding in. Just That hasn't happened before. I'm going to have to restart the game, aren't I? That is genuinely so annoying. Why are FIFA having more bugs now and now again? You guys saw what happened. Okay, so we played against Southampton and Milan, so that's 2 games. However, funnily enough, it's not funny actually, it's not funny. We now have to play against Ipswich again because of FIFA glitch where at half time all the players just stand there and you can't do anything. So that's a shame. We're going to have to do it again. Luckily we're winning 2-0 at half time, so you guys can't tell me, oh, that actually is so annoying, though. So guys, just recap. We won 3-2 against Southampton, 3-0 against Milan. We were winning 2-0 against Ipswich half-time, looking in someone else with a goal. However, we half-time glitch, meaning we have to restart the game. I'm not going to sim it because we're only halfway through, so we'll try it again then. Here we go. You know the drill. Let's get straight into it. There we go, let's do it again. 2-0 up at half time, but we have to restart, meaning we go again. Playing against Ipswich, away from home at Portman Road. Let's hope that doesn't have any substantial consequences. I appeal to FIFA. No, that's fine. Just not going to happen again. It's all. And now Gordon looking to blast away. It's jogged upwards and just want to go in the same intent. McAteer, Sven Botman provides the width, Madison. Anthony Gordon running and waiting. O'Shea was unfazed by that. Wow. Bit of a block on it. Tonali's there, Madison's there as well. Gordon leans it on. Roll. Makatia. Tonali's there. Botman's round the back. It's not done yet. Van der Ven. Over the top. Oh, ball! Wow, was so close. And over, but luckily Newcastle get away with it. Here's Trent. Not quite. Looking slightly promising. And all the way through. And Sancho Tonali battled in there to stop anything from happening. Good throw, actually. Dangerous one at that as well. Matosiwa. Guimaraes, stop the cross initially, comes back inwards. Pope's there. Throws it out really well. Confidently. Madison. Oh. Just looked so promising, but it just ruined it in the end. Botman got a toe, to be fair, and the cross is in there, and Hall is in there, and Lookman's in there. He leads it on for Madison. Brilliant! Almost. Just frustrating Newcastle a bit, Ipswich, just making it hard for them to... Botman, he just catched them up, he just wouldn't allow the cross to be drilled in. I thought he was surely going to get the cross in the end. In the end, Matosiwa, as I think about it, has multiple thinking tools about it. Mameti. Ardaman Lookman, now he goes forwards with pace and diligence. He's got a Langer alongside. Is there anyone waiting for it? Is there anyone waiting for it? It was Anthony Gordon who was prowling. Murek denies. How's the corners? Botman! Guimaraes. Alanga. Alexander-Arnold Hazard! Well hit, to say the least. Just about can keep it down, but he really had a bit of devil in that. Newcastle just showing a glimmer in the last few minutes, and maybe it might foreshadow what could be forthcoming. Maybe a barrage of attacks, a barrage of moves. Madison wants to bend one. Tonali. Trent has another go! It's the ball! That was almost majestic. 25 yards out, why not? He really is getting himself in the game now. Dangerous! Certainly dangerous. Rao and Ipswich take the lead. Fucking FIFA. Nah, even FIFA, they've paid the refs. They're trying to stop me from winning the league or something. Raul Garcia, I can't believe it. Because guess what? This is what happens when you play FIFA. You're winning 2-0 at half time, you get bugged, you have to restart the game because you can't continue. You're then losing 1-0. That's the difference what having to play a match again might do. And Ipswich have the lead. I won't doubt how the defending was poor, but it doesn't matter. Look, man. I'm really disappointed in FIFA, to be honest. Yeah, how do you fancy going from 2-0 up at half-time to 1-0 down at half-time because we have to restart the game because of a glitch? Doesn't matter, Trent will go on here. Newcastle never give up, we know that. That's their motto. That's their power. That's their mentality. Oh, offside. Gordon nicks it! Yasti! Oh, rides it into a gaping goal. It is so open. So open. Opportunity. Opportune on the error. Capitalises. We've seen him do that before. Uncanny from the Champions League last season in the knockouts. When he did it against Atalanta, he squandered it again. Uncanny and unfavorable. 1-1. Every goal counts. And when you have persistence like that, to hound and force the opposition into a timely error.
Mehmeti. Oh, that's splendid play.
Ref obviously doesn't fancy blowing the whistle. We played way after time. And in the end, he has to call it.
First half here comes to an end.
Well, we're not quite 2-1. One's not bad. It could be better. We know that, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Trying to hit the bar twice. Ipswich led soon after a goalkeeping error. And if you're going to make a goalkeeping error, don't do it against Gordon. It's just gone out for a goal kick in the end. Fair enough. Our kick-off routine, not quite at that. Gordon. Italanga. Now Demarais. Now Gordon has Hall beyond him. Artemar, the Luckman wants it. He can't give it to him. No, he can't. No, he could have. He almost did. Madison. Gordon. And Selfisher! Almost placed beautifully. Sandro Tonali. Almost placed it majestically. And Newcastle, all they want is the pressure to build on Ipswich in this half. Dimas wants to force him back. Instead, he almost ended up turning possession. He wants to force him back again. Trent doesn't mind that. He doesn't mind it. Oh, he does. Oh, he does mind it. I take it back. Oh, Trent's now done him as well. He'll be getting a yellow when play stops, so he has to be slightly careful here. Gimrai's having a few. Trent going in again. And again. Artemar to Luckman. Has he got any helpers? Any takers? Any players? Well, he's got the best one in mind. A little stutter. A little twist. Comes out to Tonali. Oh, what a save. How did he keep that up, Merritt? That is incredible. The champions. That's not good enough for corner, Matt. Tonali had a go. Sliced across it, but not favourable. This goalkeeper's going long. I think it suits Newcastle when teams go long. They usually win those headers. Yes, they do. They don't always have to get the ball from it. Usually the team has to do a lot of work to keep it. Well, Newcastle have put some reckless and irrational challenges in today, and that'll be another yellow. Only 30 minutes to go now, so the champions need to dig in deep. They need to find the winner. Or at least stop. Oh. They're obliged to. They are the champions. They have to be the team that dig in deep, and maybe Gordon can help do it. They often are. They often have the ultimate champions mentality. They often do dig in deep when they need it. They often do the impossible. They often do get those late goals. They get a player like Luckman, like Gordon, like Alanga, like Tonali. They always get someone to dig in deep for them, but they might have to do it again today. Just less than 20 minutes to go. And 1-1 against Ipswich, who's a struggling team. Oh, fuck's sake. Lewis Hall can reach it. 20 minutes to go now. FIFA trying to rob us. by making me restart the game. Alanga. Lookman on the turn, Lookman on the twist. Give him a rise. Alanga pickpockets it. And when you dish chances like that out to Newcastle, it could be Cosworthy! Gordon denied. We have quarter of an hour on the clock. Lookman, give him a rise. Trent. This is the moment! This is the moment! Oh! Oh no! Denied! FIFA trying to do everything! I know it's not their fault, it's the bug. After start the game, and I'm going to be 2-0 up at this point. There's quarter of an hour to go. Can they find a late winner? They've done it countless of times. Oh, he's nipped in here. Botman under Mount. Newcastle under Mount. He's gone down. No foul given. What a ball by James Maddison. Oh, Gordon flying in. It's all over the place now. 10 minutes on the clock. Often Lookman, often Gordon, often Alanga gets a late goal to save Newcastle, to get the points. We might have to do it again. Oh, Piper come to the rescue instead. We could have lost it. This is what we do. Gordon. Does he have one more burst of energy? Oh, it's Lookman. It's gonna be Alanga! They've done it! Ipswich fall to their knees! Newcastle decisive blow in the title fight! Anthony Alanga! From left to right, when desperation was at a high, when peril was staring in the Magpies' faces, the Geordies gained momentum! 2-1 with 4 to play. Even FIFA, even the bugs, cannot deny this team of champions. Okay, yes, it may have been a much harder game than what it could have been when we played this about half an hour ago when we were 2-0 up at half time. But we deserve it again. Gordon now. Joe Linton making the moves. Is he onside? Bursting eye! Lookman! Looking for victory! He had to join in right at the death. Yes, he had an empty goal, but it was pretty well by Alanga. The game is dusted. Alanga just took the extra touch to go to the byline. Keeper now low. Lookman can't believe his merry luck. It's an added Christmas present for the striker. It's 3-1. They get the points. And uncannily, they finish the game leading by 2 goals. Come on! Who cares if we've got to restart the game? We'll win it again. 3 games, 3 wins. To be fair, most of those games were 1 late. Fourth game in a stream. Because Everton away from home at the Dick Hillison Stadium. I think they're not an easy team to play against Everton, and they are 5th. And considering we are in the month of December, not quite half through the season, but we're only about a month away from being so, they're in a pretty good place to be 5th. After winning that, we still 2nd, 4 points behind Arsenal. But my guess is that we have at least 1 game in hand, possibly 2. Playing at St James's Park against Everton. Be a good game to win this, with Liverpool next, away from him at Anfield. Get out of the what. Give me the what. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream. Let's hope this one we don't have to restart. 4th game in the stream, 2nd to last game in the stream. Newcastle want to continue and win their 3rd Prem game of the stream. We've got to beat Everton to do so. but then flying in. Barry flying in. Well, what a free kick off that. Trent Lookman. He's never going to win that. Yeah, it's lovely from Trent. He's just stepping in. He's going to add to as well. Lookman. Give him a rise. Lookman. Oh. Trent. Lookman. The centre back was coming up there. Yeah, Lookman tracking back. He's turned into a midfielder now. He might have to get back up though. Trent. Alanga. Here he goes. Anthony Alanga. Oh, Lookman was lacking in the box. The difference between Gordon and Alanga. Gordon will just go himself there. Neil takes it away. They take it away. It's a brilliant save. It's in by Barry. Paul was diving, couldn't get there. Tierno Barry. And for the second time today, Newcastle go behind. So fucking poor. Wake up, boys. Wake your butts up. How is he getting those shots away? You're just inviting him to have a shot. Nick Pope must be furious. Yes, he parried out himself. And Madison does well to trickle through there, but come on. Really poor, actually. Alexander-Arnold, what weak foot does he have? Botman against Barry, the two Bs. Barry wins it. Oh, shit. Well, I thought there was going to be some extra danger there. Rolls it. Alanga goes again. On the left foot. Shoves on the left foot! Pickford gets there. Trent to take. Oh, to strike it! Put quite a lot of venom in that. Oh, Trent, he had a nibble. He had more than a nibble. Why is your advantage? Gone on for so long, ref! With so many yellow cards today, it's disappointing actually. He might go for the shot here, Dwight McNeil. Get that, come on, get it! So poor header. Oh! This is ideal! Optimal! Gordon! He's always going to beat Tarkowski there! Trent, nice, stopping the counter. Is he on the yellow as well, Trent? Hopefully not, because otherwise that would have been dangerous. Madison, Lookman, he just might be about onside. It's Anthony Alanga storming forward! Oh, just a fraction too late with the pass. Oh, does so well to... He's offside, Madison, I think. Still 1-0 to Everton. Lookman rolls it. Yeah, just too slow on the pass to release Gordon, who would have loved that ball for sure. Now here he goes. Fakes left, goes right. Kind of goes down the byline. You know he can go line the power line if he wants to. A really interesting ball. Alanga just trying to win it. It's pinball stuff. It's Armando Lookman. It's Anthony Alanga. Oh, look what that is. The number 11. Just when they needed it most. a few crazy pinball errors by Everton, dished out to the Magpies, then you don't do that. You don't want to do that. You certainly don't want to leave Lookman merrily terribly on the spot. 1-1. He's the man we so often looked to last season. We so often still look to him this season. Now he's coming back to defend. Help start the attack again. Gordon. The MRIs! Hall's delicate cross. And... well. He's going to get it again though, this time the header. Yeah, it's a good challenge, really good challenge. Madison, Gordon, in behind Lookman. Tarkowski says no, ends the half of a hurrah. Half time, 1-1. Madison and Trent both on a yellow, but we remain 11. Gordon, he was always going to beat his man there. He was always going to beat his man there. Oh! He's just brilliant, isn't he? He just ups the pressure. He's just... oh, Trent. Lookman in behind, scrums it through. Barry, Tonali just in disdain kicked it away. Oh, bottom of hit a man. Everton. No, they're trying to pile a bit of pressure on Newcastle. It is only 1-1. What are they doing? They're in all sorts of trouble. Not for long, it's Everton who stare down the barrel. Alanga will dish out the blows. Lookman will dish out even more. He's the captain. Lookman! At his very best, at the peak of his powers. And so are the Magpies as they gain momentum 2-1. Any player would usually snatch that. Not him. Never him. 2-1. He only needed the right connection for that to blow in the back of the net. And did you ever doubt him? I never do. Now they go again, and now Newcastle want to get a firmer grip of this contest. Barry. .25 to go. The game's still alive, but Newcastle want to stop it from being alive. This man especially. It's Gordon. Brilliant! Oh! He is absolutely fantastic. No glaze, no glaze, no glaze, but every time he gets the ball, he just looks so confident. He generally would take him all on. Got to be careful now though. Dwight McNeil wants to cause some issues. He might cause some issues. Tonali got a fight for header on that. 2-1. Van der Ven near the rear guard, Shet in the middle. Langer's the pick the pieces, the spare man. Yeah, he's there once. He might be there twice. Brilliant. And he'll get it back now, Alanga. Brilliant. After all that work, Everton win it back. Both Tonali, Gordon, He took the bait on a hook, on the line. That was all, just, I don't know whether to be happy or sad about when he does that. In the end, it all results to nothing. It's just brilliant. Ghana, they've got to be careful now, Newcastle. They haven't sealed this game yet. Oh! Ghana, hand in head, head in hands. Got to be careful, lads. Cher pumps it forward. Alanga gets it on level terms. Look, brilliant run. He's just got enough energy in the tank. The shot's been pulled for sure. Oh, Gordon! So close, so close. That was a brilliant effort, to be honest. Joe Linton forces every bit of strength onto it. Oh, it's Gordon Tarkowski having us whashing it. Trent's on a yellow, so he has to be very cautious. Newcastle have to be very cautious now. They have to be. Oh! What are we doing? Oh, it's a brilliant save. It had to be. It generally had to be, you know. Alanga now, as they stare to face the victory, they stare in the face of victory. Gordon now wants to have the final say in the chapter. He won't. It will be Newcastle. Four wins and four. That one was a very, very, very tedious win. But with 4 wins and 4, that's exactly what we wanted. One more game to play in now against Liverpool. Yeah, 1 point behind Arsenal. Last season we had quite the games against Liverpool. Lost against them 2-1. Twice in the league actually. But in the FA Cup we beat him on penalties. And then in the Champions League, wow. In the Champions League we beat him, I think it was 4-0 in aggregate, 1-0 in the first leg semi-finals. And 3-0 in the second leg. But we're playing away from home at Anfield. Now this is the occasion. This is the occasion. We need to quiet down Anfield. We need to slow down the intensity, waste time early on, get as much as the ball to slow down Liverpool and to quiet the atmosphere down. It's a tough stadium to go to. Mesmerising for us to get the early goal. Here we go. Here we flip and go. Anfield, an occasion. Anfield I will give them credit. Anfield is an absolute fortress. A game of talking points. A blockbuster. Often a classic when these two meet together. And whoever is on the winning end today is crucial. For Newcastle, a title chasing. For Liverpool, they want to steady the ship. The crowd needs to be slowed down. Newcastle just need to take their time with it tonight. If it's anything like last season's occasions, it's going to be big. We knocked Liverpool out the Champions League and the FA Cup last season, so they're not happy. I don't care. Gordon now just sends Curtis Jones on the back foot. Powers through! Saved by Marmadashvili. Anthony Gordon sprinting through. This will be interesting if he can score a corner at Anfield. Tonali, pickpocketed by Cody Gakpo. Yeah, lovely from Van der Ven and Langer. He's just coursing back now. Yeah, he just changed last minute. And it was positive. Gordon, you don't want to give him that much space, the tricky man. Yeah, fair enough. That's good from Bradley. Won a goal kick. Come on! Just the more front foot we get, the better we are. The quieter the crowd is, and Liverpool use the crowd to their advantage 100%. Gordon. Yeah, brilliant. It's all. He gets it back! Oh, he has to aim the other side! Marmadashvili just about stretches down. Corner. Trent to deliver. There is a threat. Alanga says no, and Alanga. And Liverpool on the back foot now. Alanga against Virgil van Dijk. Oh, he nipped it in towards Lookman and away. Now Alanga, coursing forward, gliding forward. Gordon's begging it. 1 against 1, and you know he'll punish him. Almost. Virgil van Dijk is there. This is a really good start for Newcastle. They're just getting those good positions and they're defending pretty well. Van der Ven's there. Gordon taking care. Lookman. James Maddison's got space. And Maddison's got the room! And it's a majestic one! Pinpoint like a dart. And there he is! It's a signature slasher after a majestic power driver. Little man producing a little bit of Geordie magic. And Anfield shell-shocked into silence. Marmadashvili is not getting anything to that. Maddison on his broad shoulders adds another chapter to his Geordie history. A perfect first 30 minutes and even better now. Gordon! The crowd raises their voices as Virgil van Dijk has to deny. What a goal from Madison. This game is still well in the balance. Van der Ven there had to do what he had to do. So Bazai, I think he has aura. Soboslai, you don't want him to shoot, you don't want him to deliver. He might get one in. No, he's denied by Trent. He's been fouled now, surely. One of them has. Gordon. Madison went it early and I thought Gordon was going to latch onto that for a sec. Dangerous. Ah, brilliant defending by Botman. And now Madison. Lookman often loves to bully the big boys. No, Gordon! Denied. Danger is in here. Akatike. McAllister. Wow. Trent diving in. Denali diving in. Gagba picks up the spare pieces. Half time's begging to be spreaded through. Akatike! Brilliant! That's a brilliant save! And the whistle's blown, and Nick Pope will have all the applause. Take your hat off to a timely intervention. Wow. It was all hands to the deck stuff there, really. Good stuff now, actually. Gordon wants to take it on, and certainly did. Mamandashvili down to his right. He's tricky. He'll come for this Addison if he's got any sense. Lookman away. Oh, Trent. Another yellow for Trent. Quite a few though, I mean, former Liverpool man. Got to mention that he is the former Liverpool man, isn't he, Trent? Oh, he's Szoboszlai. Yeah, 1-1. I just switched off. Newcastle just switched off. Liverpool flicked into gear. Dominic Szoboszlai gets this game all equal in the title fight, and I shouldn't be so calm about it because this is a vital game in the title race for Newcastle, and it's 1-1. Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Newcastle need to go again. They must go again. They know how crucial these points are. Gordon, Alanga. Is there a bounce on that? It is. Frimpong, and we don't want Liverpool to do what they've done against us last season in the Prem. Brilliant from Gordon. Maddison, who gave us that lead. What's going on here? He's gone at quite a lick. Oh, Tonali, block and block. This is a crucial game. This is absolutely vital that Newcastle get points here. Arsenal seem to lead the league. How long will that be for? Who knows? The chasing pack is coming as well. I don't want to drop points. If you do drop points, it's not the end of the world, but I feel like Liverpool just might snatch it if we're not careful. Alanga diving in. He just calms down the fury and the passion. He also gets Liverpool going. 25 to go. Whoever gets if Newcastle get a goal, whoever gets it, surely will be down in history. Trent chasing Frimpong. He went all the way back in the end. He was committed to winning that. Alanga, Tonali, oh. Isak! Oh, he's hit the ball! Frimpong, we are so lucky. And now we win it back. And Gordon! A cheeky 1-2 to bust away. And the pace. Alisson clears. Both teams get away with something, to be honest. Gordon pushing forward. Oh, fuck off, Gordon. You have to do better than that. Quarter of an hour to play. You've got to do better than that. There's no excuse for a pass as bad as that. Yeah, he's not having it, Maddison. He will literally give him everything. This team will give everything to get the winner. And again, Gordon's in there. Still going. Gets there again. That one's seen as fair. The passion, the fury levels, the aggression levels are running high now. Because they both want the win. They both need the win. Mamardashvili hacks it clear. Share hit a few. They have the free kick and they have 10 minutes to do something. Not that. Anything but that. Newcastle are playing their part. Can they get the winner? Is it too much to ask? Whatever happens, we're in it together. We win together or we lose together. But for our sake, I think we can do it. He's there! He's there! Oh, Lookman! It had to be. It had to be, but it wasn't meant to be. They're going to go short now. Alanga! Away from Share. They're going to recycle it. Gordon's all the way back now. Oh, it's fallen to him! It's done it! What a slice of luck! Is it going to be the damaging blow? Uncanny and unexplainable scenes, they've done it. A massive deflection, and he nips past Virgil van Dijk and does it. He may have just clinched a historic goal. Yes! In the 90th minute, Arne Slot undone. A lucky deflection, but a calm, composed finish from our man. The former Leicester player, the former Atalanta player, he's a man now in Newcastle. And it's another priceless goal that he's delivered just after the miss. One last charge for Liverpool though. Away, and that's it. Newcastle United always digging deep. They always seem to find a way. It is the Lookman way. Five wins today. That Liverpool one was one late on. I thought Lookman was going to be offside. No.
Admitted they would take over Israel. Yeah, now if Hamas laid down their weapon.
Right, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Brilliant. Five wins and 5. Love to see it. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye, guys.